and today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute crocheted strawberry. It's a form of crochet called Amigurumi for those who don't know, but it's just basically making a crochet plushie thing. But I decided to make it into a keyring and hang it on my bag strap because I just thought it was super cute. The only techniques you're going to need to know to make this are UK double crochet, which is US single crochet. You're going to need to know how to increase. You're going to learn how to decrease, hopefully, if I've filmed it right. And you're also going to need to know how to do a half treble, which is a half double crochet in US terminology. But yeah, it's got leaves, they are frilly, and bead seeds. Because, you know, I can't apparently do a video without having some form of beads in it. That is enough waffling from me. Let's just get on with the tutorial, shall we? Okay, so I am going to be using UK terminology throughout this video. The pattern is written in US terminology though, so if you're not familiar with UK terminology, feel free to refer to the pattern. I just use what I know. So you're going to need double knit wool, a 4mm crochet hook and a 3.5mm crochet hook. You are going to also need some tapestry needles or knitter's needles or whatever you usually use to sew in the ends, and some scissors. So to start with, we're going to make a magic circle, which is not my forte when it comes to crochet. I'm really cat-handed, I'm really awkward, I get the job done, but not in the most efficient of ways. Yeah. Then we're going to be doing 5 double crochet into this circle. It's US single crochet. I'm not going to be flipping back and forth between the whole thing throughout this video because it gets very confusing to me. It's a lot of terminology to remember the difference for. So then you are going to close up your circle, just like so, and then you are going to find the first stitch, and you are going to do 2 double crochet into each stitch round. Meaning at the end of the round you will have a total of 10 stitches. So don't forget to pause the video at any point should you need to. I'm not going to do this in real time because otherwise the video would be a couple of hours long. Well, not a couple of hours, a while. But if you need to pause the video, feel free to pause and catch up. So the link to the original pattern can be found in the description box of this video. Yes. So now you're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch round, so you've still got 10 stitches at the end of the round. Quick warning about the name of the blog that I got the pattern from. I found it on Ravelry. Some people may find it offensive, but just be aware. Be aware. Okay, so my camera cut out because, you know, why wouldn't it? So in the next row, you're going to do 1 double crochet into the stitch and then 2 double crochet into the next stitch. So just 1 normal and then 1 increase. So total of 15 stitches. And then you're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch round, also for a total of 15 stitches. So you've increased to the row before, because my camera cut out and I didn't notice until after I finished the round. Actually no, that's a complete lie. The footage somehow disappeared. It's just easier to say that the camera cut out. Had the camera actually cut out, I would have gone backwards. So we're going to increase on this round as well. So you're doing 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then into the stitch after that you are going to do 2 double crochet, and then you're going to do that all the way around, and you should end up with 20 stitches at the end of the round. So it's just gradual increasing because we're trying to get the nice pointed bottom of the strawberry. Ah, pointed bottom. And like I said, if you need to pause, feel free. Wonderful, wonderful. So now we are going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch in the round for a total of 20 stitches. Once again, you may sense a theme and a pattern occurring right now. I tried to make this strawberry before in like pink, and a light green, but it ended up looking a bit like a radish. So that didn't work in my favour. I suppose I could have said, here, make a carrot. It's not a carrot, it's a strawberry. Make a strawberry or a radish. I suppose that could have worked. Anyway, so now we are ready to increase again. So you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then you're going to do 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So 3 stitches, just have 1 double crochet in, then the next stitch you're increasing, and you're going to keep doing that all the way around, and you should end up with 25 stitches at the end of this. I really like this strawberry. I'm quite proud of it. Not that I made up the pattern, but yeah, I like that I made it into a keyring. I think it's super cute. Okay, so next round, you are going to, the next 3 rounds, you are going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch round for a total of 25 stitches in the round. So this is this row, the next row, and the row after. You're going to be doing just 1 stitch in each, or 1 double crochet in each stitch, I suppose I should say. Oh my goodness. Wonderful. I'm just going to tuck that tail away, tuck it away, tuck it away. Okay, took far too long to do that. And so now we are going to do a 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then 1 double crochet decrease across the next 2 stitches. I know it says in next stitch, but it technically counts as 1 stitch. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then you're going to pull that yarn over loop, there we go, through the other 2 loops. Yeah, so you're going to repeat that. So you got 3 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then 1 double crochet decrease across the next 2 stitches. So hook in, yarn over, pull through, hook in, yarn over, pull through, and then pull that loop through the other 2 loops on the hook. That is a double crochet decrease. So yeah, keep doing that round until you get 20 stitches again. And then I have some seed beads, because I apparently can't do any video on this channel without including some form of beads. I picked the yellow ones because I thought they just looked super cute and contrasted well with the red of the strawberry. Plus strawberry seeds are kind of reddish, and don't do that. Pour it onto your bead mat, don't pour it onto the table so they go shooting off everywhere. I clearly don't have enough skills. So make sure you pull that loop that your hook was on quite large, or you can pop it on a poppy safety pin through it, that also works. But this is just sewing thread, or it's actually beading thread, but that doesn't matter. And I'm just attaching it by knotting it round a stitch because I'm super professional. And then insert your hook through your crochet work and turn it right side out again. Careful not to stab yourself. And then just attach the beads. I did this in a I did it in rounds. So I did the first row all on the same level. Then I went up and kind of tried to go between the first rows. There is no science to it. The only trick is to make sure that your thread isn't showing. But this is what I ended up with. I left some thread at the end in case I wanted to add more. Turns out I didn't. So if you don't need to, don't worry about it. I've just added my hook back in, and now I'm going to stuff it with some stuffing. And when I do this, I always feel a bit like a magician. You know what they do with the handkerchiefs? Yeah, maybe that's probably just me, let's be honest. Okay, so now you're going to do a 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then you're going to do a double crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches. So you're going to be decreasing this round by 5 as well, and you're going to end up with 15 stitches at the end of this round. Yes? Good. Now you know how to double crochet decrease. You're well away, even though some of you probably already knew. I did it wrong for so many years. So now you're going to do 1 double crochet in the stitch, and then over the next 2 stitches you're going to do a double crochet decrease. Once again we are decreasing the round by 5, so we'll end up with a total of 10 stitches at the end of the round. And I definitely should have finished off my thread because it's just getting in my way now. Be super careful not to pull any fluff through as you're doing this, which can be difficult, but yeah. So now you are just going to do 1 double crochet in every other stitch round. So you're going to skip a stitch and then go into the next one. This means we are also decreasing by 5, so you will end up with 5 stitches at the end of this round. And then that's the strawberry bit done. And then you just need to finish off your wool, trim off the excess, sew it in, you know, the usual shebang when you get to the end of your crochet work. I left quite a long tail, but I didn't need to. And then you will also want to add more beads if you want to add more beads. Remember there is green happening on top, or finish off the thread, which is the option I went for. So now we are ready to grab our 3.5mm hook and our green wool, or whatever colour you want your leaves to be. And we're going to do another magic circle in my super duper awkward, don't know how to do this fashion. You can see the struggle is real. I'm so awkward. I'll master it one day. Anyway, and then you're going to do 5 double crochet into the magic circle once again. So just like before, but using the 3.5mm crochet hook instead of the 4mm crochet hook. Wonderful. Then you're going to close up that circle again. And then just like before, you are going to do 2 double crochet in each stitch round even. So you're going to increase in each stitch for a total of 10 stitches at the end of the round. Because, you know, strawberry leaves aren't actually that leafy. Well, the leaves of the strawberry plant are quite pretty, but on the strawberry themselves, on that top bit that you have to hull, yeah. Just checking that I got my quantities right. So now you are going to chain 5, and now we're making the spiky bits. 5, wonderful. And then in the second chain from the hook, so not that one, but this one, you are going to slip stitch, which is where you insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then just pull through that loop. Then you are going to do a double crochet in the next stitch, and then a half treble crochet in the next 2 stitches. And that was just me double checking the pattern because I clearly fail. And then you are going to slip stitch into the next stitch in the circle, and then you're going to repeat all of that, starting with the chain 5 and then slip stitch into the second chain, and then double crochet, then 2 half trebles, and then slip stitch, and you got the gist, until you have a total of 10 leaves round. I managed 9 easily, and then the 10th I just kind of squished in a little bit. It fitted, and looked better with 10, but just to warn you that you will have enough space, obviously because you've got 10 stitches round. Come on, Hannah, get a grip, woman. So once you've done that, you're going to finish off your thread and then thread your tapestry needle. And then I did not sew this on in the best way that I probably could have done, but you are just going to sew your leaves onto the top of your little strawberry. Obviously because it needs to be attached, but just do this in any way you see fit. You kind of don't want to see the stitches, but I'm pretty sure you can really obviously see them in mine, but I don't mind too much because it's only me that's having it. I'm not, you know, giving it to anyone. So yeah, so I ended up with going into the middle of the stick, and then strawberry. Then I made a little loop around my crochet hook in my yarn, and then just kept sewing it and making sure it was super duper secure, tying little knots every so often. that kind of thing, and just making sure that it was really secure before I trimmed off the excess. And then I attached my chain through the loop there. Yeah. So if you don't want to turn it into a keyring, you don't have to add this little loop at the top. You can just have it flat and then use it for whatever you want to use it for. But I like having it as a keyring. I just think it looks really cute. That might just be me with a strange taste, but I don't know, it looks adorable. If you did enjoy this tutorial, and I hope that you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Your support truly means the world to me. And why not hit subscribe? I post new craft tutorials here in the Corner of Craft every Sunday, and then I post bonus videos in the week as well. And I hope that you enjoyed the bonus videos from this week. If you have any tutorial requests, by the way, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I will, get on board with that. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Oh, I've said that. If you do decide to recreate this little strawberry, I would love to see a picture of it, or your version of it anyway. So don't forget to post a picture on social media using hashtag #TheCornerOfCraft so I can check it out for myself, see how amazingly talented you all are. And links to all of my social media accounts can be found in the description of this video, as well as the materials that you will need and the blog post that I got the pattern from. Because, I have some mad skills, but I don't have mad enough skills to make up crochet patterns yet. I'm working towards it. I will also say that the name of the blog is extremely hilarious and some may find it offensive, so I'm just going to warn you in advance. I didn't realise what the name of the blog post was until I had finished the pattern, so sorry about that. But yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Thank you very much once again for watching, and I shall see you very soon in my next video. Bye! I have a really fun seed bead tutorial for you. So I get messages all the time asking for seed bead tutorials as opposed to just the normal bead weaving that I do that uses delicate beads. But you can use seed beads for those ones as well. But,